like to think it's because I have a trustworthy face. Ew, 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 ew. I am so sorry. Hey you! Thanks for being here. Today we will be reviewing the Lizzie McGuire movie featuring the one, the only, the one of my favorites from childhood, Hilary Duff. Lizzie, played by Duff, is tentative and a little awkward. At her junior high graduation, Lizzie is outed as an outfit repeater by not-so-nice classmate Kate. Lizzie is asked to deliver the class president's speech in replace of Margaret Chan, who could not make it. As Lizzie is only secretary-treasurer and no Margaret Chan, she nervously takes to the podium. Lizzie falls on stage in front of the entire auditorium, facing utter humiliation. Lizzie and her best guy friend Gordo are going to Rome for 2 weeks on a school trip. High school principal Miss Ungermeyer will be chaperoning, taking the kids to 31 historically significant Roman landmarks. Gordo tries to brown nose because Miss Ungermeyer's good side is a one-way ticket to an Ivy League school. Not so nice classmate Kate is going, and cutest guy in the school Ethan will be going too. It's also quite clear that Gordo has a thing for Lizzie. Arriving in Rome, not so nice Kate and Lizzie will be sharing a room. One of the class's first landmark stops is the Trevi Fountain, where Lizzie meets Paolo. Are you also the person that always gets asked by strangers to take photos of them when you're on vacation? I like to think it's because I have a trustworthy face, but really I know it's because they think that if I try to run away with their camera, they could definitely catch me. Paolo is a beloved Italian pop star who shares fame with his singing partner Isabella. Paolo follows Lizzie to a gelato shop and reveals to Lizzie that she looks remarkably like Isabella. And she looks up to see a giant billboard, just then, with Paolo and a brunette girl that does look remarkably like her. Paolo asks Lizzie if she can meet him the next day back at the Trevi Fountain. Lizzie is physically incapable of sneaking, and she shares her reluctance about meeting up with Paolo again with best friend Gordo. Gordo encourages her to go and seek adventure, and he'll cover for her. Lizzie plays sick, is prescribed 2 apricots, and then sneaks out of the hotel to meet Paolo. They have a cliche ride around Rome on a vespa. Oh, I want a cliche ride around Rome on a vespa. And Gordo makes it onto Miss Ungermeyer's list, covering for Lizzie. Who's on your list? I have many. None that I want to share, because, you know, I don't want to be blamed if something happens. Lizzie and Paolo settle in at a darling cafe. Paolo tells Lizzie that Isabella lip syncs. And Lizzie reacts like it's the worst thing that you could do as a musical performer. Paolo wants to go solo and make more serious music, but Isabella freaked out and left, offended by Paolo's desire to become a solo artist. Isabella is refusing to appear at the upcoming International Music Video Awards, where Paolo insists that she will be sued. Paolo then presents his crazy idea to Lizzie. Pretend to be Isabella, go to the International Music Video Awards, and present the award on stage with him. Don't ask me why they're having this wildly career-destroying, impersonation cover-up plan, conversation with an earshot of other patrons and possible fans. Lizzie says that she could never do that because she's not good in front of crowds. Paolo turns on the charm, and ultimately she agrees. The next day, Lizzie impersonates Isabella at stylist Franca's. They use the excuse that Isabella is only speaking English in preparation for her new song. Insert a makeover montage. Franca says to do the hair, eyebrows, lips, and ears. It kind of sounds like me when I asked Gemini to create my new profile pic. Like right there. Fix this, fix that, change this, change that, make this, do that. Thanks, Gemini.
Delle belle turbando al riposo, ma ci sento mattutino d'amor. Delle belle Delle belle turbando al riposo, ma ci sento mattutino d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, ma ci sento mattutino d'amor.
It needs something.
Delle belle turbando al riposo, ma ci sento mattoncino d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo.
Welcome back. Back with the touring class, Gordo asks a few Italian baddies. Ew, 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 ew. I don't think I've ever said that word out loud before. Oh, it felt so wrong. Ew, ew. Gordo asks a few lovely young Italian ladies to translate a magazine that has Lizzie and Paolo on it. Lizzie returns to the hotel only to see that Kate has figured out what's going on. Gordo comes into the room with the magazine, telling Lizzie that it says that Paolo and Isabella are not only supposed to be presenting an award at the International Music Video Awards, but they're also supposed to be performing, singing. Gordo says to Lizzie, don't you think that it's a little weird that he was trying to hide this? But Lizzie just downplays it to Gordo's dismay. Lizzie confronts Paolo about singing at the awards, and Paolo blames it on the fact that Lizzie told him not to call the hotel. That's why he didn't tell her. Talk about gaslighting, am I right? Paolo vows to take care of everything and to never let Lizzie be embarrassed. And then they practice lip syncing and dancing for the performance. At the hotel, Miss Ungermeyer goes to check on Lizzie, who's currently not there, and Gordo once again tries to cover for her. Gordo says that it was him who's been sneaking out of the hotel, and he's kicked off the trip back home. It's the night of the award show, and Gordo runs into the real Isabella at the airport, where she demands that he tell her everything there is to know about this Lizzie McGuire. Miss Ungermeyer ultimately discovers that Lizzie is missing from the hotel, and threatens the safety of cutest guy in the school, Ethan's skateboard, to find out where she is. And Ethan reveals it's possible that she's at the International Music Video Awards, doubling as an Italian pop star, Isabella, who's like totally her twin. At the International Music Video Awards, Paolo tells a really nervous, hesitant Lizzie that she shines like the light from the sun, encouraging her to continue with the planned performance. Gordo and Isabella intercept Lizzie before the performance, telling her that Paolo is setting her up. You see, it's Isabella who wants to go solo, and it's Paolo who lip syncs, and it's Paolo who wants to destroy Isabella's career. Lizzie does not want to believe this, but Isabella is like, who are you going to believe? This boy you are knowing your whole life, or the boy who says you shine like the light from the sun? I am so sorry. Remember from before when he said that? Lizzie is really disheartened by this revelation, but Isabella still needs Lizzie's help to get back at Paolo, in front of the whole world on live TV, by making him sing. Really sing. Lizzie starts out the performance with Paolo, and Isabella joins on stage soon after. They turn on Paolo's mic, Isabella delivers an iconic line, and Paolo is exposed for the no-talent fraud that he is. Lizzie finishes the performance singing live, achieving only something dreams are made out of. Oh god. Oh, the iconic shot of Lizzie from behind with the clenched fists and the hair shaking in the back. Back at the hotel, the secondary love story of Miss Ungermeyer and Paolo's former bodyguard is blossoming as they share some food, and the primary love story of Lizzie and Gordo is also blossoming as they share a kiss. Today's credit shout-out is costume designer David Robinson. Okay, leftover spaghetti for breakfast? Hell yeah! Isn't this what every young person wants when they go on vacation? I'm old and I still want something magical and romantic to happen like that when you go on vacation. Don't you want that, right? I love rewatching movies from your childhood when you're all grown up, and my recommendation is that you do just that. It's so fun. Put on some frosted lip gloss, put on your velour tracksuit, get some butterfly clips. Oh! Butterfly clips. Get dressed up, have fun, and rewatch it. And I'll give it one fake Italian accent out of one song that will now be stuck in my head for days. Baddies, baddies, baddies.